Yeah.
You all set?
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, call to order the regular meeting of the Town of Unionville Planning Board for June 11th, 2026. Viewing the agenda, determined that we have a quorum. We have at least 4 members here. Gonna take up their little business, and then we have two cases on this evening, and some discussion. Before we start, I'd like to ask everybody to join me to salute the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everybody. Be seated. Okay. Have the members had an opportunity to review the minutes of May 14th, 2026
Yes.
meeting? And are there any changes or corrections? None. Could I have a motion? Motion by Kay, second by Anita, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Minutes are approved. 1, 2, 3, 5. We have no correspondence. We don't have any scheduled public hearings. And no old business. All we have new business though. And the first matter on is a Navarro special use permit for an accessory apartment at 250 Highview Road in Dover. Application for a special use permit for an accessory apartment in the RA3 zone pursuant to section 210-56B sub 1. Who is here on this matter?
Devin Navarro and my brother-in-law.
Good evening. Do you want to make a brief presentation?
Or a question, or yeah.
Well, why don't you just,
You want me to look right stand here?
yeah, you could come there. It's probably easier. I don't know if that microphone is on, but it doesn't really matter. It is on? Okay.
And you have our plans there.
We do.
Mhm. So the presentation is, we built our house 24 years ago. And we built it basically with the idea in mind that at some point we would add, a mother, we're calling it whatever it is, utility apartment or like a mother-daughter. We wanted to make it a mother-daughter. So we built the house with a side entrance. We had a wet bar, we called it a wet bar, or summer kitchen, but we didn't have a stove. And we've been there this many years. Our kids are in college now, and we are wanting to have my mom move in. So we were looking to add a stove to that wet bar. And really just make one of the rooms downstairs the bedroom, because I do have some pictures if you want to see them. But there's really no structural change to our home, so everything was built with that in mind.
Okay, what's the size of the proposed accessory apartment, square
I mean,
footage wise?
I think it's there at 700. I mean, we did have the building inspector come out. I'm not really, it's like 700 square feet.
Cause like,
It's probably even less than that, but
what do you have? You have it on there?
it, 119, 114 feet. Or it's like 700 square feet. I can point these out.
Yeah, could you show us on the plans which
Yeah.
part is actually considered the accessory apartment? Is that okay, Alan?
Yeah, yes,
It's not clear to
absolutely.
me. So you could just point on one of our plans.
So this is all. Show you. But here's the plans, okay? So this is all, everything's here and still here. So. We want to put a stove, so the way it is, there's a door, goes to a mudroom, the washer dryer. And then into.
Is that the entrance?
Here's
Where's the main entrance
to the home?
house? Yes.
Here.
Okay.
Here's
Wh-
a side porch.
Okay, where would be the entrance to the, is there a separate entrance for the accessory
Right here.
proposed apartment?
And it's been there.
Okay.
yes, Since we built it.
All right,
And I do have a picture.
all right, so that computer room, is what you propose to make a bedroom?
Just wanna have it be a bed.
Right,
Security closet there.
Here is a client.
And then you want the wet bar to be a kitchenette.
And a stove, so.
great, to make it a full kitchen, basically.
Yes. sorry.
So is that the accessory apartment, the game room, the web bar and the
Yes.
computer room?
Yeah.
Okay,
So, I mean,
She just wants to make it a kitchenette
Yep.
right here. So
This
that's
is-
it still.
if it helps, this is our home and this is like, again, nothing's new. This porch has been here since we built it. That's the signage. This is what it looks like.
All right. Are you able to submit this for the record, your photos for us? Okay.
Cynthia could also scan them too.
And then it's fine. I wanted you to see
Hey,
what,
that's
this is
nice.
what it's like our summer kitchen. We use it for overspill. We use it for, we have a pool,
I see.
for pool parties.
So
And those are actually, so we've gotten permits here before and we've got
So
How many
just
bedrooms
Bedrooms
add-
is the existing house?
They-
there's.
they could fit a stove in that space.
Is it,
So
is it,
probably
There's
just
three
cabin.
upstairs, but we were gonna just convert it
And
to
add
the
a
den. The kids are in college, we don't need it.
yeah, so the house is on your, I guess, in our building department, our house is listed as a 3-bedroom house, so
Correct.
your septic is built for 3 bedrooms.
I think so, I mean, our septic. I don't know, our septic is what I think it is 1250, but we don't wanna add a bedroom. We'll just convert one of the upstairs bedrooms to a den, we don't care.
Okay. And when you
So
do
that
that,
would keep it 3.
you remove the closet
We
to
can remove
convert
the
it.
closet
That's usually what they,
to do that.
yeah, if you're converting it
It'll
to,
be more, that'll be the game room, it'll be like upstairs.
Hmm.
We don't need all of it.
Yeah.
If it is a 1250, you can have 4 bedrooms.
Yeah, I think that's our.
the Department of Health will say
Okay.
what your,
Well,
On your-
ultimately, obviously,
the Department of Health will say how many bedrooms your septic is sized for. And, you know, so
But
then
we
it won't
can
cost
just-
you
we
more.
can- Cause we really don't wanna do, we don't wanna do anything here, we'll just, the way we all want.
Yeah, you wanna add a stove.
We wanna add a stove,
Yeah,
that's exactly. right.
looks like it,
But we still have to project for when you sell down the road on it, so.
yes, who's gonna be residing in the accessory?
My mom,
Okay, it's your mother, okay. And she'll be in the accessory, or you guys switching? Oh, okay,
yeah, my father, when,
all right, and you understand it's gotta remain owner occupied, including when you sell, if you sell the property,
yes,
okay. Cause that would be listed on your CO, let's get some.
that it must be on,
Yes,
yeah, and I think
and
you can, I think, what, are you allowed to do? I don't think you're allowed to do Airbnb with it, or
No.
it's the,
I would never.
Yeah. well, for someone else.
Who
who you sell it out. Yeah,
what's it?
Right now, it's-
B and B.
so it's,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
it's
Oh,
for.
but she mentioned-
long-term,
That's your
so
solution.
for-
Well, family.
Yeah,
Mother,
family
family,
members.
what should say.
Yeah,
Because he was advertised.
And unless we,
yeah, but if somebody,
Yeah, I was gonna call the
Which you
guy,
sell
we're gonna
for
need some
it's not-
space, some relatives.
and they don't have a family member,
Short stay.
they can rent it, want,
Call him and just say.
make sure you know the rules about
Give me a
that.
deal.
That would, that could,
He's a nice guy, he's a good guy.
Yeah,
yeah, and you know what, if you check with the building inspector and the health department, you may not need to take out that. If it's sized appropriately for 4
Because
bedrooms,
the rooms are, we have to explain.
yeah,
just to
Well,
protect your history on the home, that's all. And
Oh.
going forward, so when you
The-
do turn around and sell it down the road, you're not planning on it now, but
No.
life changes for everybody. And, you know, when they do this here, they want to make sure that it's buttoned up properly, for, you know, the life of the home. So if you have the 1250, that's good. It's a good thing. If they have to make it 4 bedrooms, you don't want to minus a bedroom out of your existing home.
Yes.
Right now, you don't care, but down
Right.
the road.
when you
might
want to
hear.
sell in the future, it will become relevant
So what?
cases.
It's as long as your septic tank is what it states, and you could find that out when you go through the Board of Health. You'll have to do that in the process anyway. But also if you have a receipt from your last septic pump, it will tell you what that septic size is as well. And then we'll need all that information, the building inspector. You don't want to minus bedrooms.
No, but if you're
just-
doing an ADU, then you can deaccession a bedroom from the main house and add a bedroom to the ADU.
Yeah.
So then you don't change your number of bedrooms, but if your septic is big enough to handle one more bedroom, then then go for it. But that would be a Board of Health thing.
So the only thing is you need to know to tell us now if you're going to change up the bedrooms. Because that'd be part of the record that we approved. Makes it a little bit harder later on if you want to switch
I think the,
the layout, I mean.
I know what you're saying, get rid of the bedroom. Or not get rid of it, basically get rid of the plan. But you were trying to unfortunately the faster way to
What does the Board of Health say? How many bedrooms?
three. Or, I mean.
On the approval, it says 3 bedrooms. Oh, you, okay.
Because it says either or here.
Yeah,
Four,
But it said three.
three or four.
You
Well,
should
that's-
check with
You
that.
don't know
That
what
way
the
you don't have to
septic's
take
saying.
out any closet.
It's a 1250, so you are eligible for the 4 bedrooms as long as it is a 1250 tank. A 1,000-gallon tank is only 3 bedrooms on record. So you're in a safe zone of saying 4 bedrooms at this point.
So,
Yeah, you need a
Yeah.
1250.
so you would keep 3 bedrooms in the main part of the house, and then you would
Put
add a
your-
bedroom into
In
the.
your in-law suite, make that the bedroom with the closet that you have, and then you're not changing anything, you're keeping that and then just leaving this here.
Or what it were, we are, so, and how do I have to reach out to the building?
It's all, you can give them a
It's
call.
easy, you just do a FOIL, you can do it online also. I know Cynthia has the information on the FOIL on it.
I don't know how quick they do it to respond.
Pretty quick, it's like 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably what you.
Then if it's 3 bedroom, like I just don't remember, it's been really long time, right? So then what
Does it
is
say
it, well, except that we just have the sizes, you need those ones.
The closets were on the plan to be. Yeah, so,
Everything.
so I think
Can you make it?
you shouldn't have a problem, you just need to tell us that you'll be making it for that.
Well, we would just say it's subject to whatever the Board of Health
Yeah,
will allow. That would be our condition anyway,
And then
so I don't have to worry about that. In my view. You know, so that's what we'll do.
Wow.
Yeah, when we give it, assuming if we do give it approval, it would be subject to meeting conditions of Department of Health, Dutchess County with respect to
what your septic.
your
pressure is.
septic allows.
So if-
For in terms of apartment, I mean, dwelling units,
If
yes,
4, or 5,
then you, right,
if it's 3.
Then you have
close
to
up,
pick one of the bedrooms.
right.
We close up a closet upstairs, we don't need it. That,
yeah,
that's how we would have,
you'd remove a closet.
we'd have to remove the closet.
okay, I mean, that sounds feasible.
Yeah.
You know. All right, I don't want to overthink it.
No,
No.
we like in.
You need a home.
You gotta
It
remove.
takes a lot longer than we thought, because I feel like that we didn't realize. Trying to do the planning and knowing which one doesn't. But I can reach out to the Board of Health
Okay,
for sure. And then.
And check your last septic receipt too.
I
It'll
know,
have it
I'm
on there.
But I'll find. But I'll find.
But whoever did it will have knowledge. Yeah,
And then you could give Will, while you're still doing the foil on it, you could still let Will know that that's what indeed you have there. It shows it on the big plans. We're trying to help you.
No, I appreciate it very much. I appreciate it. I'm like, oh, this is, yeah.
that's great. You have the foil, you have the foil.
Yeah, so, you know, everything. We've always worked with them. What's the other guy? I think it was George.
We missed
George.
George.
George was great.
Got all the pictures for them.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, what we do is Cynthia, if you want to scan those, and then we could return you the photos when you next, when you come back to us. Are you okay? We'll accept the application as it is.
Scott,
Scott,
Darren.
Yeah.
Anita.
Looks fine.
Greg will accept the application as complete as it is.
Yes.
Comfortable with that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we do need to schedule a public hearing on this for special use permit. So there are notice requirements, signs and whatnot, and we do the notice, but she'll give you the signs to have the place where we'll have,
10
For
days,
next
Out of
month's-
your house.
yes.
10
that-
days prior
yes.
to the next
To
meeting.
alert the public in the immediate neighborhood of pending application for the board. And just make sure the sign doesn't get blown down or whatnot. So,
Hail, knock it over.
yeah, or hail, I heard the hail. So. So. July 9th is the next meeting, so schedule a public hearing for July 9th.
And
And
then so I come back here.
you'll come back, you'll make your presentation. For members of the public who will be notified if they want to come, they can come and hear your presentation. Then we'll make a decision.
So we're gonna kind of do the same.
You're gonna do the
But
same
to your
thing.
neighbors.
A little bit more formal, especially if they're members of the public.
And if you have neighbors that can't come and they're for it, just have them write a letter to our chair and he could read it prior to the public speaking. But I would still do the foil just so you have it for yourself.
Okay. Yeah, we should.
Yeah, okay. So it's Mrs. Navarro, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay,
Thank you.
all right,
Thank you.
thank you. We'll see you next month.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right,
One goal, because see this plan? This was circled before 12:50.
no, we saw, yes. And. Okay, so.
It doesn't take long.
Okay.
As long as you email it, then the foil form, right to Dutchess County Board of Health, and they'll get it to you with the well, the septic and everything, if it's on file. This one's new and it will be on file.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's silly not to.
Next item up is Peden special use permit for caretakers cottage, excuse me. Application of special use permit for the renovation of existing accessory structure to facilitate a caretaker's to cottage. The RD10 zone at property located at 895 Chestnut Ridge Road. Applicant, are you Mr. Diamond? Yes, I. Okay, good evening. Good evening. Should make a brief little presentation for the board.
Sure. So you have the plans in front of you. Basically what you had here was you had two car garages. So one almost connecting one another with a connecting piece that was used for tractor storage and whatnot. So basically the proposal is to retain it 1 2-car garage. The other 2-car garage is being converted into a living room. Upstairs is a bedroom. And then the upstairs on the garage on the left side of the page would be. And the space in between is the studio. Art studio, and then there's 2 breezeways on either side of the studio. Basically, very similar to what was there, just better built.
So I see we have a revised building application review from our building official, I guess, because there was a question as to what the square footage was
Okay,
for the proposed cottage.
got it.
And I guess he's come up with the figure of 1,963 square feet.
Yes,
Does that sound right?
that sounds right to me.
Okay. Is that mentioned on any of your plans, the square footage?
I'm not sure if what we submitted
If
takes that into account, but we could
it
certainly.
might not, I'd ask you if you could put that on, time for the
That's perfect.
public hearing. It seems like you meet the requirements under the code. For the most part.
Over 25 acres.
Right.
No, I-
I'm not sure how those lots are broken, but
It's 74.
You got 74 acre site,
So
not that one's 74.
Oh.
yeah, 74 and change.
It's everything.
Exactly.
What's the issue with the story with the sewage system?
That is, Zareki has already taken that into consideration. There was an existing septic system. That, I believe that was approved as offices prior, so there was bathroom already, so essentially it's just the septic system is being upgraded. As I understand, I think we're just in the final stages of approval from Board of
I
Health.
see, so you still need to get the approval for.
What
water
they
supply
did
and
is-
sanitary sewage.
There might be some other work done, so what the Board of Health wanted that the engineer to do was take into consideration everything, present and potential future, locate everything on a site plan, and then just submit that to
Right.
board.
That'll serve the principal dwelling and also the caretaker's cottage, or?
This is
gonna
separate.
Just have two.
Yeah, that's the two separate.
So this septic system, so what's happened is there's an existing septic tank that's there.
Okay,
The septic field is, we'll call it unknown, and so they just moved on from it. And they designed a new system just down in the next field down from where the
and that's the service, what,
just
The
this.
carriage house?
just the proposed carriage house.
So essentially, this is being listed, this is really one bedroom.
So new field and system,
The tank remains, and then.
so
we're
the
just-
tank's gonna service both.
No, so these two buildings, the main house and the garages are separated by a courtyard. That has its own septic system, its own septic tank. This septic tank.
That main house, yes, okay.
So this septic tank is in place. The Board of Health is allowing it to be reused. As a 1,000-gallon tank, and then we're just going to put new fields in.
Ladders.
New bars.
Well, when will those plans be in by?
They've already, when it's approved, I'm not certain of on approval. I can find out from the engineer.
Yeah,
But basically, they were approved. They were just answering some questions around I think the main house is what the issue was, so. Obviously, we wouldn't have gotten, where we are without. Separate, the Board of Health signing off.
right, I mean, we have to ask these questions.
Of course. Absolutely.
I'm sure you're getting your ducks in a row. There's, your wife come here this early. All right, board members have any other questions?
You feel more comfortable seeing these plans?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
No, I'd probably be more comfortable seeing those on the plans prior to putting it to a public
Yeah, there's
hearing.
not a site
Because there's
plan
none.
here.
No,
Here's the plans right there.
but it's not on there.
Yeah,
Right.
you mean regarding the
septic?
septic?
Both septic, yeah,
Right, is there a site?
to the well.
I was,
Well, that has to
You
be
want
a
us to-
resolution.
It's right here.
Oh, you have a site plan, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
They don't have anything. They
Yeah,
don't have
it's-
the well, they don't have the septics, they have
Oh.
none of that on here.
yeah, I mean, you do need to,
If we're gonna go to
Show
public
that.
hearing,
before we could,
I can get that to you. I don't have to.
but we need to have that before we could declare the application complete. Is what I'm saying.
Make
So-
sure they locate the wells And the septic,
Yeah, everything is.
But they didn't submit it to
Right,
the-
it's
the
just-
building inspector or us.
Right,
The building inspector has it, that's why I'm a little
Oh,
confused.
do
Yeah.
do you have it in his file, Cynthia?
Well,
well, it doesn't matter, I mean, we need to see it on the plans, we need to have the plans, the plan updated to show where they exist, where they exist. And these are just, I guess. These are all the same copies.
Is that all this?
Well, we don't need elevation or anything, I just want to see where the, is it two separate wells also then? It's-
no, one well
All one.
services.
Okay.
both of the-
Yeah, but we have no direction on, are the septics like under the tennis courts, we have. We're just looking at parcel access and then these little sketches.
he's not gonna get a building permit for that.
Right, so, but we can't accept the applications complete without having that on the plan.
Correct.
I have a building permit, so we're modifying. Permit to allow for the sinks in the building.
Right, no,
Yeah.
we understand that, I'm
Yeah.
just, it's a formality, but we do need to have it shown on the plan. That's all.
Not a
So,
problem.
I'm just trying to think if there's anything else we want to show on the plan, I think that's.
There's not
That's-
a parking or.
No,
Yeah.
it's a whole parking lot. It looks like from when you pull in, it's one driveway in and then the garage is on each side, correct?
The area between us was one big parking
Yeah.
court.
They don't have an old site plan of where the septics were that you
Uh,
have access to?
I mean, I have a full site plan.
And could you show on the
Yeah.
plan where the parking is?
You can see it. in-
Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah,
It's-
no, it's, yeah,
You
absolutely.
should, if you're going to look where the well is and the septic.
Yeah.
Put where the parking is as well,
Absolutely.
because that's really the way it should be done. So. I think that's all I have.
Sign up.
Somebody else, something else?
He's good.
Darren's thinking.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, okay. So if you could just make those revisions and come back to us next month. Hopefully we can declare the application complete once we have a definite plan. We'll proceed from there.
Okay.
And if you're that deep with the Board of Health, they should have it to you right away and then just get it to Cynthia and be able to review it.
Again, you're not gonna get a building.
No, it's all architecture. There's no.
How do you say?
explain or anything.
Yeah, I do. I have a permit. We're working on this project right now.
It's already got a building permit.
Yeah, so we're spray foaming, we have that electric going in, so we were sheet rock going in, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wasn't aware of that needed to be seen. That's.
Yeah, first declare the application. We kind of.
Because I
To make
can't
it
get a building
legal.
permit unless a Sandburg's report comes back. That's why I didn't think to submit this.
Yeah. All right, Mr.
Maybe
Dunn.
Will just didn't know. When was the building permit issued?
It was issued probably December, probably December, I think, was issued.
Okay.
Okay, great, thank you
Mr.
very
Dunn,
much.
thank you very much.
Right.
See you next month. Does anybody want a copy of the site now?
He has it on.
Oh, I found it on here.
No, I mean the full size.
The
I
full
like,
size.
I like the full size. So.
Where do you have storage from?
I just take one, I'm not taking.
Yeah, you want to sell that one.
It's beautiful, beautiful.
This house.
Trump,
House.
Robert Trump,
Oh, was it? Okay, I didn't know that.
beautiful piece of property,
That looks very nice.
beautiful.
Well, the new people,
Okay. Next,
the new people paid for.
right, next, we're on,
Okay.
next.
Next, we're done, right?
No,
No.
No, we have one more.
I don't know, do we have? Do you have?
Trying to move her along.
We have the Our Lady of Resurrection application. That is the proposed, that's the old father, I forgot his last name, French father.
Yeah, we got their email.
Well,
No,
it's
Brother Thomas.
Father Bucco is the new,
Yeah.
who's taking over.
It was Brother Thomas.
Thomas?
I think something.
Wasn't,
Yeah.
in any event, he and his wife are hoping to take over the site and rebuild the monastery. So there was an email. Do you have a copy of the email? Is it?
In here, it's right.
Yes, yes.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, this is concerning Our Lady Resurrection Special Use Permit Site Plan Application. So they're going to provide us an update at next month's planning board meeting. And we'll confirm shortly by the 18th of June if they will be able to attend. They have not yet begun formal design work for the spiritual retreat complex. We're waiting for the forest health assessment to be completed so that we can proceed with more detailed site planning. They intend to develop the proposed project to a schematic design level with the input of civil, MEP and structural engineers and our landscape architects, except for the caretaker's cottage, which would only be designed and built if needed in the future. They will need fundraising. Depending on the outcome, the project may be designed, permitted, and construction in 1 or 2 phases. And they had explained that to us when they made their first presentation. They understand that caretaker's cottage would not be included in the special use permit and site plan application and materials, given that it may or may not be pursued. So they expect to file the special use permit and site plan application with the board. Once the schematic design is done, that they have a cost estimate, preliminary, and phasing plans. They asked for clarification on the application and escrow fees. Whether that's covering all design and construction phases. I think this was, did we reach that with respect to you told me, you went over this with our building official. And that's how you came up with that number? Okay, so I'm not sure.
We don't determine the escrow amount. She has a
Yeah,
formula that she uses,
So-
so we can't change them.
that's the formula you guys saw. I mean, I'm not gonna question that, so. I guess. You'll provide that clarification that that's the fee. The escrow fee. But that's pretty sure that will cover all design and construction phases.
Well, she should probably just break it down on, how you got to that number, just to give them more clarification. Yeah, but it's a formula that you use. We don't know it. We can't determine. that.
Because you're anticipating all the phases in that, the fee that was arrived at.
No.
So it's broken down, is this for initial fee? I mean, that's what they're asking, if it's gonna cover all the fees. Because they indicate, they may not end up doing the caretaker's cottage.
Commercial.
Yeah, because I know I walked the site with Father Adam
Okay.
about a month ago. And at that time, he told me they were going to probably revise the plan somewhat. If you remember, they were going to have little individual,
Right.
I don't know for want of a better term, a hut. I think he called it something else. But apparently he's told me already that Board of Health is gonna have an issue with that in terms of the septic required for that. It might require them to do an additional septic system to cover that. So that they may end up revising the plan script to that, but.
I would just recommend that you would break it down for what each one, so then later on, they don't try to push something else on those escrow monies and you don't get shortchanged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Well, that would
break
be
down-
helpful to them if you could break it down, and to me, because I asked you, I wasn't sure how to come up with that.
Yeah, and this process is gonna be a while, so you don't wanna backpedal on it. If you have it all broken down now, then you say, no, you only paid escrow for this, and that. And then if we have to add, if you guys have to add more escrow, you're protecting yourself as well.
Yeah, I know financial is a big consideration for them, although as a board member, I probably would rather have the larger escrow. You know, it's easier to refund the escrow than to have to go and get additional escrow from them, but, you know,
And you can't work for nothing.
I'm going on the good intentions of the father. So let's see. All right. All right, any other business?
So he's not doing the hermitages?
He may not do it because I told
What's he
you.
gonna do, Alan? Yeah.
Well, he
Depends on
he
the
might
board.
just restrict it to having a main
Oh, the monastery?
center and they might do the parsonage for him. They're gonna build the parsonage first for him and his wife,
Okay,
because all the buildings are terrible shape.
yeah,
I think they can only save the chapel area. When I went through it, the chapel's still in pretty good shape, actually.
Okay.
But the other parts of the buildings have
Right,
been
now I read-
affected by water damage.
okay, I get it, thank you. So I get it that it was a religious establishment, you know, one time.
Yes,
Is someone gonna check to make sure that it's still okay? To have such a establishment in that zoning area that it's in? From a code point of view?
It's,
well, I mean, it was existing as
Yeah,
that, so,
okay,
So if it's.
I don't think
remaining-
I think our building official would have already alerted us. that,
okay, okay, that's
There's
what
a
I'm
you
asking.
problem.
can, you can look it up in personal access. We'll tell you what it's owned at right now.
You know, but, well, it's residential,
Okay,
I'm, without checking this instant, I'm like 99% sure that it's permitted.
okay, good, okay, very good.
Yes, you know, it will be exempt, obviously,
It
tax
will be
exempt,
wholly exempt again in R2.
but it always has been tax exempt, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
But it'll be nice if, because the property is kind of a mess right now.
Yeah, it is, I do buy it.
Yeah, so I don't know if you drove into it,
No, I haven't, it's
Yeah.
fine.
driveway's all problematic. It's bad.
Okay,
But,
Thank you.
you know, hopefully they'll make something nice. And I've spoken with, council member had a constituent who lives behind it, is concerned about, they have a wooden fence in the back, like a stockade fence that's falling apart, and I already discussed it with Father Adam, but they're going to repair that, replace that.
okay,
So, you know, I think seems like they're going to try to make a go of it in any event.
Okay.
So I look forward to seeing their representative next month, if they can make it. Any other business? No, no business. Motion to close the meeting. Okay, second Darren, all in favor?
I.
Opposed? All right, meeting is.
Aye.
Oh.
All right. All right, the meeting is adjourned.
Turn off
Mr.
your mic.
Arnold, you could